So guess what? When you want to create your 2026 master plan, I want to implore you, please. There is a difference between being a big thinker and being an unrealistic thinker. You can think big and be realistic, rather than be unrealistic and in the hope of thinking big, you draw a plan that you cannot execute. It's better to set a realistic plan because it increases your motivation. I want to prove it to you with a couple of organizations. Look at TikTok. TikTok today is one of the biggest social media apps in the world. But guess what? Do you know they set a realistic plan and they exceeded their targets? Even the founder said, we never thought TikTok would be this big. Guess what? It's better to set a realistic plan. If you set a realistic plan, you can exponentially exceed your targets. I'll give you more examples. Let's look at the Chinese brands like Temu, Fashion Nova, Shein, and My Dear, and TCL. As I speak to you, TCL is the second largest TV manufacturer in the world. They have beaten Japanese giants like Sharp, like Sony, Panasonic. They have beaten them. But guess what? They set realistic goals. TCL never said, oh, we're going to beat Sharp from the onset. No, they just set realistic goals, and as they were hitting their targets, after a while, they began to exceed their targets, and today, only Samsung is bigger than TCL. So guess what? There is nothing wrong in being realistic. If you are realistic, you can eventually exceed your goals, even exponentially. I'll share more examples with you. Do you know that people like Michelle Obama never thought that they would be the largest selling authors? Mel Robbins has the most popular book for this year, Let Them Theory. Do you know that she never set out to have the most popular book? It was a surprise to her. She has one of the biggest podcasts in the world. It was a surprise to her. Candace Owens is now the biggest podcaster in the world. It was a surprise to her. She never thought that would be the case. Diary of a CEO. These are people that are big now, but they just set realistic goals and then they exceeded their targets. Listen to me if you're watching this. You can set a realistic goal and exceed your targets. It is not thinking small, it is thinking wise. It's better to be wise and exceed your target and be bigger than the biggest than to say, I'm going to think big and end up crushing and falling under the weight of that pressure. So I've given you so many examples of the Chinese brands, the great podcasters. Set a realistic goal that matches your capacity, and then watch yourself achieve those goals and then grow exponentially because there's greater motivation, there's greater encouragement. Now,